Thanks for checking out my Covenant build. I want to give a shout out to everyone who watched me finish it up on the live stream, which has been an absolute blast. We have a great building community. Thanks for hanging out there. This settlement has a Fallout 3 theme. I asked my friends on my community feed which faction I should do next, and Oldie Noodle suggested this one. It incorporates lore from Reilly's Rangers, and the main goals of their mercenary outfit were to map the capital wasteland and rid it of super mutants. They have worked their way up the east coast of Boston, where they took over an abandoned Covenant for their base of operations. We will start with a day tour, take a look around at night, and then do a bit of deconstruction at the end. See you there. One thing I really wanted to do with this settlement was push the boundaries of where you could build. Since where you can place items is limited, I started with the outside. There's actually a thin band all the way around the outside fence where you can place items. Outside, I decided to place two different vendors who were in direct competition with each other, in the theme of Dollar General and Family Dollar. The scrappier, the better. I really wanted to dig a little deeper into the build menu on this build as well, combining things in different combinations that I hadn't used before. This Caravaner defied Covenant ordinance, which states that all cows must be kept outside of the walls. So now let's head inside. Thanks to Easy for the minigun placement trick. Check out my tutorial on how to build that commissary if you're interested. The link is in the description. This is where we started decorating on the live stream, and then did the whole settlement.
trenches to dig this deep, but before the end, I will have my say, even while you wonder if we're saying today. Turns out they were wrong, and I was too. Serendipitous rules appear to shift on cue. Of me solace to represent you with crass. My life's not long enough to let me relax, to illuminate your desperate charade. I understand now why it has to be this way.
Let's take a look outside before we move on to the deconstruction.
Super mutant smash all balls, man. Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him. Why fight balls, men? Can't eat them. Strong want to smash something. Super mutant smash all balls, men. Institute fighters. Strong will destroy you. Someday, super mutants kill everything.
Alright, now it's time to tear this thing apart. As you can see, we had a bit of a narrow band back here, and we were able to go beyond it a little bit. As long as the object clipped into the green, it was able to stick out. I mostly just tried to blend things in. I like the way this stall turned out. It was one of my favorite parts of the whole settlement. And I was also happy that the settlers would come back here and man the stores. The robot workbench actually stuck out from Reilly's office, and so I incorporated it into this build back here, carrying on the theme of junk dealers. I also wanted to make an effort to use some of the Vault Tech pieces. I was inspired by the builder, the Soul Dweller, to do so. And this was all just pulling random things out of the menu. You can also see the entire settlement is covered with junk fence. And the only way I could get the caravanners to keep their cows out of the inside was to put them in the stockades. We also were able to make use of a couple of the cars, and yes, they will blow up if enemies come. Thanks to Easy for showing me this technique. And we're just sinking various things into the ground to make it look like wooden planks. I also did this in my Somerville build. This structure is just to enclose the workbench area and provide an engineering center for Donovan. I went all around the settlement and gathered the pieces of the broken turrets, the exploded turrets. And after a while they will reset, but only after a lot of time. I did have to go get a few of them again, but not many. And we brought a lot of tires back to Covenant. And for some reason, the cows really just wanted to hang out in here. We don't need to spend too much more time in here. I'll put the link to the tutorial in the description. But it is fun to watch the stuff fall to the ground. You also may have noted that the stuff placed high up on the shelves was not affected by the Brahmin. We did a lot of decorating in the live stream, and I want to thank everybody again for hanging out there. And we can see all of our hard work fall to the ground. There's also a technique for making the tools rotate on the placards. I think I will make a short about that. The flooring here was also put into place one piece at a time. All of these lights were glitched into the walls one at a time after Wi-Fi. And this charging station is just a lot of different pieces pushed into the wall. And you can see the illusion is destroyed. We did a lot of following the terrain here with the fencing. This Nuka World Park map was glitched into the wall to carry on the theme of Reilly's Rangers being a cartographer outfit. We also decorated a lot of this on the live stream. All of it, actually. And these monitors are an illusion from the iBot pod and the robot workbench, which carried through on the other side to the junk stores. And we used rotated neon letters to look like markers on the maps. I will also put the link to the gun rack tutorial in the description. And that little box there was made with signs. And this corner house was just glitched into place one piece at a time. I always wanted to use these as a dwelling. I did use them as a store in my 10 Pines build. We just have some conduit, post, shelf. Trying to create some interesting lighting with the projector. Just to make use of all the space in Covenant. I turned all of the damaged turrets into some kind of furnace. Tried to make it look like the good drugs were locked away. And we used the surgery chair for the tanks. And we double stacked the stores here, a la Fallout Myth. And I glitched the scavenging station in there. In here we just tried to make individual rooms. Each floor piece was glitched into place one at a time. We can kind of get our bearings here relative to the outside. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Let's lift this up and spin it around.